Hello, this is Mr. Craig and welcome to AP Chemistry. This is the back to school night video. I know that under the circumstances you're not able to attend back to school night. I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the class AP Chemistry. AP Chemistry, I have set up a Google Classroom site more as a launch pad than anything else for assignments and everything that's your student will be working on this year. This is a freshman college level chemistry class. You are more than welcome to ask your student to see this at any time. Actually, I have a link to a document. This is a document that contains everything that I do in honors chemistry and also in AP chemistry. Now, the schedules are not updated, but the information, the timeline, everything is pretty good here for what we're going to do. This will be the information that we cover throughout the year. The expectation is that the students will be doing work outside of class to come into class to ask questions. If you don't know me and how the class is pretty much run, I work on a flip type schedule. In other words, I have all the lecture videos already pre-recorded. And then the students come in and work on problems, and that's the best time because I am not at your house in the evening, and that is generally when students have the majority of the questions. Not when I'm going over questions in class, but when they are working on the questions by themselves. So in class, they have an opportunity to work with others. They have an opportunity to come up and ask me questions, and I will not at this first topics 1 and 2, but later on, once we get into the material, I will bring up some things that may not have been in the lecture, some things that other students have been asking questions about. So it's a great discussion, and I rarely, if ever, lecture during the school day. So with that being said, let me just show you what we've got going on. So in this document and in Google Classroom, I will always give them pretty much what topic we're working on, and it will give them a proposed schedule. And the proposed schedule is pretty nice because it details what we are doing for the week, for the unit, for everything. And so there's never a question as to when is there a quiz, when is there going to be a test. And being able to access the information, it's available 24/7. But this also can be found in this document here, where if you click on Schedule 1, you'll get the proposed schedule as well. So what happens is, like this week, this is going to be the 10th, this is Sunday, August 9th, 2020, when I'm making this video. So the homework for last Friday, which would be tonight, which would be now, is that the students are, if they need to, they can visit this lecture video, and the lecture video will go over some things, and the information that I'm talking about in this topic is the same information that we spoke about in honors chemistry. So generally you will see me working out a question or two, but again, this video is here if your student needs it. So they can work on the questions, and right now we're just going over nomenclature and writing and balancing out chemical formulas. Not too difficult, but again, a skill that everybody needs to have. I will provide answers to all the questions. That's always accessible. So I'm never worried about previous students sharing information with current students. I don't care. All the answers are available. Now, every once in a while, I'll make a boo-boo on a key, like I did here. On letter H, 5H down here, I accidentally put ick when it should have been an us. And a couple students saw that and pointed that out. I really appreciate that. So that's kind of cool because, again, it's a discussion. And that's what I want to have for the students, to have a discussion while they're in class. Not for me to lecture to them. I don't want to do that. All right, so the syllabus here. And I went over this with the students, and I actually think I did this in the other video too that was a little longer. This class is essentially broken up into two parts. And this information here, the post-exam work that we used to do, I'm actually transitioning that into another class for seniors only starting next year. So I won't be doing anything with organic chemistry this year. But we will cover all the material, all the topics, all the information, and we will finish that about a week or 2 weeks before spring break. From that point on, from when we finish the material until we take the AP exam, that is all review. So in this class, AP Chemistry, your student will get a lot of review. We will cover all the content, we will cover all the material, and then we will start reviewing. Last year, for Plainfield, 80% of the students passed the AP Chemistry exam. Last year, same test, 55% of the students in Indiana taking this exam failed the AP Chemistry exam. Again, 55% in the state of Indiana failed the AP Chemistry exam. Last year, 80% of the Plainfield students passed. I actually had more 4s than I had people fail. And when we talk about the grade, 1 and 2 is a failing grade, 3, 4, and 5 is a passing grade. 3 kind of represents average, 4 is very good, and 5 is outstanding. So that's probably the best way to think about grades if your student has never taken an AP exam before. Okay. The grading scale, the only way your student will get grades in here is by taking tests, quizzes, and the lab, and of course the final exam. So the homework that they are working on is not for a grade. The homework is to get them ready for the quizzes and for the tests. That's the whole point of this. So for me to give a grade for homework, that's high school pretty much. So this is a college level class. They could get credit for college for doing this. So do the homework, ask questions, do well in the tests and quizzes. Materials, I do have a textbook. It's about 12 years old. If they need to borrow a textbook, that's fine. But for the most part, I will pass out virtual packets for all the information. They will also get a lot of past AP exam questions for practice. All of the tests in here are past AP exam questions to get them ready for the AP exam. I have spoke to them about the importance of the AP exam. We'll talk more about the AP exam as we get closer to May, but until then, I really don't want them getting hung up on that, and I want them to focus on just getting settled into the course itself. I am probably best reached through email. You can use Parent Square to contact me. That'll go through the email as well. You can leave me a phone call or a message, but I really don't check my phone very often, but I do check my email quite a bit. It's going to be a pleasure working with the AP students this year, and if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, if you ever have any questions, talk to your student first, and then you can talk to me if they can't answer your question. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video.